Welcome, heroes, to the Crit Academy. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Total Dumas. We are on episode, arguably, 14 of Descent into Avernus. I'm really excited. This is our bi-weekly-ish campaign. And today we're doing, for anybody that's been watching, we've been jumping back and forth occasionally between two different groups of adventurers that are run by the same players. They are currently running the Azure Crows, which is from our Storm King's Thunder campaign. And so, before we get too much into the house cleanup, why don't we introduce each person? We'll start with Ian, since he clearly looks like he's paying attention.
I am Ian, co-host of Crit Academy, and I am running the half-elf warlock from Noman. Although I believe the last time he left off with them, he was using ult himself to look like a half-demon, half-dragon guy in the gambler outfit.
Yep. What about you, Matthew?
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I play Garmor, a druid. And I think I was just finished watching the last couple of minutes of our last session with the Azure Crows. I believe at least two of us, including my character, are poisoned.
That's me.
Yeah, the other one's Austin's character.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll do a feed in on details in a second. So you're running Garmor's. You said a druid, right?
Yep.
All right, Austin.
Hey guys, I'm Austin, co-host at Crit Academy. I am
Distracted.
yes. Well, I mean rightfully so, but I am running Raven the Crow. Yes, the name is intentional. Who is an assassin rogue, like some regular human boy, and he's sick right now.
Why?
Too many dead bodies in the area.
Do you guys remember what caused the poison?
The dead bodies that got us sick.
Yeah,
Bring in
we're in a dumpster shaft of
Strictly
where
for bodies.
food for devils
Right.
And
or
not so
execution
dead.
grounds.
So you guys have found Zariel, what you suspect is, well, you now know is Zariel's flying fortress. You've come here to free Elturel. You know that she's the one that is bounded, or has something to do with the reason it's bound to Avernus. You've managed to use a multitude of magics and deceit and trickery to get yourselves
I did a lot of interpreting.
through wandering through this flying fortress. Lots of
Good on us.
lots of deception.
Not a single punch thrown.
Yeah, right. You've managed to bypass quite a bit. Only one person can really
Things are
actually.
doing crap on you.
Only one of you can actually speak the language. So who has been? That would be Austin's character, I believe.
This character, while not very strong, has a lot of tools at his disposal.
You sure do.
Many
So
tools.
last we left, you guys ended up going into a shaft that every few minutes, somebody is being thrown down or fallen down this giant shaft. The smell is rancid. It started to get to you and make you sick. You guys managed to make it to one of the highest floors and peer in on a room with a couple people. Did you remember who the two people were there?
Zariel and a big old blob monster that was someone important.
Thavius Krieg.
It was Thavius Krieg as a demon. Now,
Demon or
devil.
devil? Okay, devil.
Son of a devil, yes. Too much supernatural in my life. That's all I think.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Only one
That's
devil.
kind of
everything
important.
yeah, no, he was a devil. A very odd, blubbery looking, almost
Jabba the Hutt like creature.
Yeah, but without the slug bottom, right? nice kind of
All
robes
right.
and everything. And there was quite the debate going on between you guys about
Yes, there was. I do
what is
remember
the
that.
next steps. There was a discussion going on between Thavius. He had left the room, I think, and
Yes.
Yep.
you guys were deciding whether to follow him or approach Zariel.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yes.
It's
Yep.
hot, it's sweaty, it stinks. The smell is just rancid, and it's making your stomach twist and lurch. But you guys have work to do. So as you've pulled yourselves back into the, I guess you could, could say the garbage chute. You guys started this discussion. What was the end conclusion? Did you guys come to one?
Nope.
I remember
think we
Garmor was
just-
very adamant on not wanting to confront Zariel for fear that she will smite him immediately,
Pretty much.
which is not what devils do. We're aware of this. But I mean,
But it's not off the table either.
yeah.
So
It's really not, admittedly.
so-
Plus, well, do we know that? Do these characters know that Zariel was at one point an angel, or no?
I would say that's pretty common knowledge.
Okay.
Her descent into darkness wasn't a small thing. It was world altering.
Right.
So
Which is another thing for discussion, is that she was at one point an angel, so it wouldn't be too absurd to think that her lawful nature still exists. She won't kill without some form of reason. Indiscriminately, I guess.
right.
Yeah.
That's awfully presumptuous of you, by the way.
It is. I agree.
So what is
But,
the plan here? Are you
But I can agree that the safer route is definitely Thavius Krieg, even though the reward for talking to Zariel is definitely much higher, since I think, are we aware that she's the contract holder, or we just assume?
You guys know she has something to do with it, but you did
Okay.
not. You were not privy to the exact details on this group of
Okay.
characters. Your Crimson
Exiles? Rebels?
Exiles. I forgot what you guys. Was it Crimson Exiles?
think
it's
Exiles.
Decided or had learned that information, but the Azure Crows are not aware of that detail. All you know is that she runs this floor, and she's likely responsible for the descent into Avernus of Elturel.
Hmm.
So when you broke in here, the goal was to try to figure out a way to remove her power from the equation so that the city can be raised back to the
Material plane.
So you guys are you guys are going to hunt, chase down Krieg then?
Yep.
Much to my dismay, yes.
All right. So he did shoot out of line of sight. So in order to track him through this complex twist, are you guys planning to just mosey on by, with your outfit still? And
Isn't Zariel just right there or something?
you guys were peeking through like an opening and a door.
Yeah, we were peeking through a door.
You didn't actually. I don't think you actually ended up walking through. So he ended up walking out and leaving. So the way he came is out of a different door than you were peeking in, on the other side
Right.
of the room that
Yeah.
Zariel is in. So if you are going to seek him out, you will likely have to find another way around, or wait for her to leave, or lure her away in some way to allow yourself to chase him directly the way he went. Now,
How much do you think we could do against a god, boys? Think we could trick one?
I have a
No.
clipboard.
So we're going with plan A. I like
you
it.
have a clipboard.
Alright. We might
You gotta
need to
do
change
a sus-
disguises just a tiny bit, though.
You're gonna do a surprise inspection with an archdevil. That's
I mean, we
not
did
gonna
it
work.
to a freaking, like, fire king. What's the difference? He says ignorantly. Playfully ignorantly. Obviously, I'm well aware of the difference between a literal god and a being that from the mortal realm, but
As you guys are lollygagging about
lollygagging. Excuse me.
a large, strange-looking devil, similar to the one you saw when you first entered, with the huge, big, spikes and on its back. Did these characters identify what that was? I forget.
Don't remember.
It was the
I
Spikes on the back.
feel like we did.
yeah.
I don't remember.
It was a
It was something scary.
I think it was a bone devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had almost like big insectoid wings.
Yeah.
And she was kind of leading the. She's kind of like the advisor or the supervisor or whatever.
Yeah.
So another one walks by and says, "You, why are you here? Why aren't you working?" Huh?
They're in the garbage suit.
Well, yeah, they're carrying a couple corpses on her big giant spiked tail as she chucks them, and you realize one's alive, and it goes, "Ah." Do you wish to end up with the trash?
No.
Yep.
Then get back to work.
Matt.
Fine, I'll get back to inspecting the garbage chute, which I was doing when you got here.
Guys.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion or deception?
Deception, sorry, you're right.
Because I would prefer persuasion, mind you, because it's way
Right,
higher, but
deception's more accurate.
Yeah.
yeah, 14.
I didn't know that was today.
God damn it! Why does it work all the time?
I rolled 11, so
It works every time.
fucking clipboard's bullshit.
Because
The
it's
damn
believable.
clipboard of destiny.
They have
Because it's believable.
just keep this
It
in
is.
mind. They have a huge bonus to insight, and he still got it. Though,
That's terrifying.
yeah.
Yeah.
She says, "Run and do your work. And whatever you do, wait to do the 30th floor last."
30th floor is Ariel's floor, right?
Wait, no, which floor was it? I forgot what floor she was on. Hang on.
Or 12th? 14th?
She says a random floor and make sure to do that one last. I can't think of it. I
Alright.
couldn't remember. I have to go
Alright,
find
I
it down.
couldn't remember either.
Yeah. All right. So,
I guess we
I think
better
we're on the
hurry
ship.
inside.
I think we're on the. Dang it,
I don't
my
remember.
my dumb notes.
So, we should probably push inside. I know this sounds stupid
You
as
guys-
fuck, but
you guys start to feel a pressure upon your mind, like a tendril, thumping up against your mind as this creature is walking away, thumping away from you. You recognize the touch of telepathy. I need you to quickly give me wisdom saves to see if you can hide your actual intentions from this telepath.
question.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Poison.
my
Does that only
proficiency.
apply to ability checks or no? I don't remember.
Uh,
what
poison?
does.
Poison's
me look-
ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws, I thought. But I could be wrong.
Nope. Just attack rolls and ability checks.
Not
Okay, that's
saving
what I
throws?
thought.
Okay.
Not saving throws. Okay.
Nope.
I was wondering. Wisdom?
Yep.
I'm gonna use the lucky feet.
Well, I got 24, so.
Using the lucky feet.
18.
That's so much better. 16.
So, as you feel this mind probing, you felt the touch of these tendrils before coming from these demons around you. And she kind of halts for a minute, and she kind of curls back on herself and looks at you, and you quickly you put up like a mental barrier and start thinking about how nice of a job this tall garbage bin is, and what good condition it is, in an attempt to hide any probing of your mind. And she kind of
Hell
swirls
yeah.
back and then starts stalking away. And then you see her get to the elevator thing, and she starts pushing it really, really fastly, and looks back at you and pushes it. She keeps pushing. She's clearly disturbed about the inspection for some reason. All right,
It's
so
like, these guys are fucking weird.
yeah, all right, so you guys,
We should definitely push inside before anyone else sees us. Even if we're just inside the door, at least so it's. I want to assume Zariel might not see us first.
is that the plan?
Because
I
it's
do-
clearly not safe out here.
I
And then we have to
do.
descend anyway, and that's not a smart idea either.
I
That's
do
why
have
I
pass
walk-
without a
walk
trace.
by like you belong.
Yeah.
Not like a scene. They're not gonna give you.
Besides,
a
where?
So, are you trying to go through the room that Zariel is in? That's what I need for clarification. Or are you finding another way around? That's what I need to know.
There's no way around. We're in the garbage chute.
Well, you climbed up to this door. You can, climb or descend into another door floor and leave if you wanted to. That's what I'm saying. Is there right now? This door opens up into a room where this conversation took place.
My only concern is we don't know where Thavius Krieg is after you went through that door.
That's definitely a problem.
And if we go down the garbage chute, it's unlikely we might find him, honestly.
That's also
I'm not
a
sure
good
how
point.
many of us can track, but I can't. That's one of my few skills I don't have.
So you guys are gonna. So as you walk up to you start to push.
Well, hold on, because I don't know if they want to do it. I'm stating this idea. I don't know if they want to do it. I give up my reasoning.
I do have pass without a trace, but I'm not sure how effective that's going to be against an archdevil.
the whole telepathy thing.
That certainly, that probing, that definitely makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah. Then I guess we're just gonna have to either bite the bullet and kind of skirt our way through and say, "Oh, pardon me, Zarya."
Why don't we go back to the elevator back on the floor we arrived in this chute in? I think we'd stand a better chance if we, I don't know, search some sort of partition of the
hold on.
ship. Hmm?
I want to look up. Is there a way actually further up?
Yeah, you can climb up further.
It's also worth noting that you guys are already looking pretty green from being inside the shaft in the first place.
Yeah.
It definitely is difficult to breathe, and it's difficult to keep your stuff down. Hey, go lay down, dog.
So,
Go.
it,
It's probably
I mean,
hungry.
obviously, if you want to ask me for a perception check, sure. But is there like a hole that we can see that's clearly like an outlook on top of
No.
this thing that we can probably get to, or no? No?
It's very dark inside this shaft. There's no light source. The only light source is
all the way at the bottom.
when you. Yeah, when you look
The
out, you
hole.
can see the large hole in the ground below as the ship starts to, or the fortress, trembles and rumbles, and you can see it dropping stuff into the river Styx.
Damn it. I'm not sure here, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
I do have something, but I'm
Oh.
not sure if I can carry both of you. I can't change it to an air elemental because I changed it to a bird earlier. I'd have to take a
Right.
long rest to restore.
I gotta sleep it off.
Short rest. But I may have an alternative, but I don't know if I'm strong enough, especially in this poison edition. I have a spell called Investiture of Wind.
What does that do?
It's a
Allows him to break wind.
no. It lasts for 10 minutes,
Okay.
and it gives me a flying speed of 60 feet.
It's not bad. I have a
But-
grappling hook. You know,
That's true.
like I can use it for the intended purpose of giving us advantage on climbing checks.
And offset the.
Oh, I can also cast levitate at will. So
Oh, Okay.
So it's just that normal for us. Why don't we just climb this damn chute together?
That's certainly an option. So you're gonna climb up you're gonna go back inside the chute and climb back up and try to just
So-
avoid Zariel altogether. Is that correct?
See, and the reason
Yes.
why I think this is because if we can get on top of the ship, we can at least try and see him. Like, we'll spot him. Because we know what he looks like.
Yeah,
So it's just a matter of actually picking him out and seeing where he is.
that's true.
And if you can let us down gently, that'd be great. If not,
We can certainly try.
we can always jump. Pray I don't die.
So
I see that smile.
So are you guys planning
I
to go
will.
up or down?
I think up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you gonna use your investiture of wind, or are you just gonna use
Yeah,
the
but it's
rope
a
to climb?
I'm gonna use
Does
the
it
rope
have-
kit because investiture is a 6th level spell, and I only have a 1 spell slot.
Yikes. Yeah. Yep.
Yep,
So I'll
that'll do
grappling hook.
All right.
Just gives advantage on climbing checks.
Just think about that. Level 12, and you guys are coming back to the old trusty grappling hook.
Telling you, man.
All right. So
I have so many tools, man. Wait. I have a healing kit. Is there? No, there's probably no way for me to make an antidote out of that. There's only
Actually-
that's the
people-
herbalism kit, I think.
Yeah, it's herbalism.
Which I have.
Huh? What? You have an herbalism kit?
Yeah, I've had it since the final battle of the Storm King's Thunder.
Are you proficient in it?
Yes, druids are proficient.
All right. And what does the details of the herbalism kit say?
Let me find it. Potion of healing, mess kit, herbalism kit. Here we go. The kit contains a variety of instruments such as clippers, mortar, and pestle, and pouches and vials used by herbalists to create remedies and potions. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to identify or apply herbs. Also, proficiency with this kit is required to create antitoxin
There it
and
is.
any potion of healing.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Now the real problem is you can't do that in a few minutes. So I would say it would take at least a short rest to spend a short rest to mix those concoctions.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know if we have that kind of time, obviously, since he's gonna leave the ship, presumably.
Yeah.
So, oh well. Good to know for later, though, for sure. I didn't know that.
So
Time to climb, I guess.
okay, so I can tell you that never mind. There's no way your characters would know that, and it's not. Yeah. I change. I take that back. Right.
Okay.
All right. I didn't even say anything, so it's fine. So you guys So Raven the Crow, you're excited. You're ready to show off your stuff. You reach into your satchel there. You
Get
pull-
right back to it.
You pull out your trusty grappling hook.
I throw up a little bit first, for good measure.
Well, you've upgraded it since then. When you made a trip,
I have.
yeah. After your big fight and all the reliability that it granted you from the fight with the giants, you had it customized to look like a raven's claw, right?
Hey, good on me.
So you've got this.
Sure.
You got this nice little raven's claw grappling hook now, and you're ready. You're just like you've been waiting to use this thing since you got it custom made by a dwarf in Waterdeep. So you're excited. You are Guadalgrim from Guadalgrim. Wait, no.
Why did I not prepare Lesser Restoration?
He's from Guadalgrim. You saved him, but you guys don't go back there because they don't like you anymore because you almost killed them.
Yeah, well.
I forgot you killed a bunch of them on accident. So you grab your trusty hook, you throw it up. It takes you a couple times before you find something to latch it on. I'll go ahead and I'll need those strength checks to climb up. If you're poisoned, it's just a regular roll. It's advantage if you're
Man.
not.
I do have the mobile feet. Can I just run up it? Can I just dash my way up this wall?
Do you
Because
have?
it's supposed to be.
It's a straight vertical climb though, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know. Is that considered difficult terrain?
No, but you're still climbing. I'm not. You're trying to
True.
run straight up a vertical wall.
True. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
actually if that wasn't a feature of the monk, I would probably let you get away with it. But since it's like a core of their feature, I'm gonna say you're still gonna
Yeah.
have to climb.
Climbing. Is that an actual check? Climbing? Is that athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
Yes.
Okay. Goody. I have a 20.
So I'm to roll a straight roll because I'm
Straight
poisoned.
roll. Yep. Straight roll
Okay.
because the grappling hook gives you advantage.
Okay.
Ian,
Grappling hooks are always good. Ian just levitates.
is this character the one that flies, or was it the other one?
It's this. They both fly.
Of course they do. Fucking Ian.
This one levitates, doesn't actually fly, but it flies.
So that, does
I
that
got 21.
okay? Does that take spell slots to do, Ian?
For me.
that will.
Oh, that's right, because he's a warlock and it's his
Warlock.
invocation, isn't it?
Yep.
All right,
It's a good investment.
So you
admittedly.
guys are cleaning up the smell and the rotted stench of death as you're climbing up this disgusting obsidian almost elevator shaft, I guess you could say. You can see like smears of blood and claw marks and everything all up on the side. The smell is bile just comes up into your throat and you have to swallow it back down as you make it up to the first or the next level, and you get there and the door, you hear a and some clinking and some weird strange noises coming from the other side of the door. Give me a perception check.
We're at disadvantage, Matt. Woo!
Yeah.
I don't care though, because I have reliable talent.
Oh, not too bad.
21.
17.
21.
All right, so as you guys are climbing up, you recognize the sound of shuffling and somebody struggling to get the door open. And it sounds like somebody's about to be thrown down the shaft as you're climbing up this thing. What are you going to do? You can see you can hear him struggling to get the door open. If he gets the door open, they'll spot you.
Well, Here's the thing.
Are we underneath that platform?
Yeah, you're climbing up right at the moment. And then, of course, Joram is floating on
Quite
his
literally floating,
levitating
yeah.
up towards it. So you guys have one turn to decide what to do before this door opens and they spot you.
Well, you said it sounds like someone's struggling, right, to get out. So
Get in to where
we...
you're at. You ever try to get into an elevator and you can't get the door open? You're screaming and you're kind of annoyed. That's kind of what you hear. And then whatever's going on is somebody's also struggling on the other side as far as like scraping and slashing. Probably somebody getting ready to be thrown in, but somebody can't get the damn door open.
So for sure, it's a devil throwing somebody out.
Well, you can assume that, but you don't
Yeah.
know until the door's open, which will be any moment now, and they'll spot you.
The only thing I have is pass without a trace.
You know
But
what?
I don't think that's gonna do much difference if he just flat out spots us dangling from underneath.
I have absurd deception, and I speak infernal.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay.
I'll just
Although we've already-
smooth talk my way through this.
Although we did firmly establish that we're inspectors, so.
Joram, give him your clipboard.
With a loud shh, the door opens, and
I'm just waiting at the door.
and you see a chain devil carrying the remains ish of a bone devil who's had its arms and stuff lopped off, and it's screaming that it wasn't him, it was somebody else. He didn't abandon his post. He's clearly terrified. Don't throw me in the river Styx. And then as that happens, the chain devil, you see these chains snapping and slapping into the guy, and you realize now the scratching and stuff that you heard was these chains kind of writhing and stuff and bumping against the walls and everything. And he looks and he sees Raven the Claw or Raven the Crow climbing up right as he sticks his head over the edge, and he says, "What is this? Are you now? You guys still have your disguises and stuff, right?
Right.
He says, "How did you get a rope and how did you not fall into sticks?"
We're surprise inspectors. We're inspecting the place, making sure everything's going as order. What's going on with you? What happened to him?
The same thing that happens to everyone who disobeys orders. And several of the chains snap, wrap around, and throw him into the thing. It smashes on the other end, and you hear a, ah! And
I kind of like look at him as he's going down, clipboard still towards the guy. That's like the third one today. What's been going on today?
What do you mean
Yeah.
by that?
That's like the second. That's the second bone devil that's left its post. Have you seen the one that went downstairs?
I have
This is true, by the way.
not.
There has been one that went downstairs.
Never mind that. What are you doing in there? Inspection, you say?
Yeah, we gotta make sure the ship's in working order for Zariel. You know this. I know this.
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Decep-
true, right?
Give me a persuasion check.
With disadvantage because you're poisoned.
That sucks. And you gotta beat a 17.
Let's see. He said persuasion. How is this not deception? I am lying.
Are you?
I don't know that there's some inspector here. Who actually inspects this damn ship?
No, I thought you said Zario needed it. You know what?
I'm clearly lying, right? Aren't I? Is that not what I'm doing? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
an
right.
inspector.
Ish.
Ish.
Ish, yeah. So I have to beat a 17.
Yeah.
I beat it.
Probably pretty easy because you have high deception. He says,
And reliable talent, so no matter what I roll, it's a 10. So just disadvantage doesn't mean anything to me. And I have a plus 11.
"We've been having problems with people manning their posts. They're getting lazy. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of the weak link. Do you know?"
No, yeah, I actually get that. Again, the Bone Devil down, probably about 2 floors down at least. Might wanna check that one out.
Zolash, yes.
Yeah.
I never
I
liked
mean, I haven't
her.
seen them very often, so I wonder if that means that they're not at their posts, but I don't know. I just work here.
It takes a big smell. What is that? Do you smell that?
Something wrong with the ship? I can
It's-
make note of it.
I don't know. I don't know. It takes a big whiff. It's a strange smell. He kind of looks around. Must be the corpses.
We did just throw a devil down, admittedly. Could have been the entrails.
Anyway, back to work. And he turns around, he just carries on. You see his... You ever walk down a hallway and just run your fingers along the wall? His chains are doing that along the sides of this. It's all ribbed and stuff, so it's like a the whole way. So you guys pull yourself up. You look down this hallway, and it looks like a massive throat, obsidian throat with like ribbed edges. It's relatively dark. There are some magical green lights that are kind of lighting up the place.
Is there still more up we can go?
Is there what?
Is there still more up we can go?
Yes. There looks like yeah, you can. Are you gonna go up a little farther?
Yes.
All right.
Up we go!
So Raven the Crow latches onto his twisted
I,
and launches his Raven clawed hook.
I look over to Drum. You can hold these for a second again. You can float with them.
So Jorm gets a hold of it to ensure that it doesn't, nothing. You guys don't fall and you start climbing up. Go ahead and give me an athletics check one more time.
Cool. Above 35. No, above 25. Not 35. Good lord.
All right.
9.
All right. So as you guys are climbing up, um, a corpse is thrown out from the building. Not a corpse. Some garbage comes flying down and smashes into poor. I almost said it's not Chiron. It's it smashes into Joram or Garmor.
Armor?
And your hand slips and you lose track of, or you let go of the rope. Joram, do you want to give a dick save to try to capture him?
Sure. Okay,
Not
that's gonna be a 14.
So as he's slipping away, you quickly reach out, Joram, and are able to grab a hold of Garmor, and kind of tug him back up onto the rope, breathing panting pretty heavily as you almost fell into the river Styx. You guys quickly make it up to the next floor. You now realize that the reason you couldn't see the top is obsidian. You can see probably 20 feet above you is the end of this garbage chute. And you pull yourselves up, and Joram lands there all just kind of floats down, and you guys are breathing and panting really heavily.
This wouldn't be so bad if I didn't feel so sick.
Same.
Your guys' your masks and stuff, none of that's magic, right?
Correct.
We don't have anything that's magical like that.
It's all just the disguise kits, right? So
yeah.
All right, so you guys make it to this floor. You open.
Well, I'm a disguise kit. Those two, I don't really remember.
I don't remember either. Are you
Just
guys?
self.
Yeah, you guys are.
I wasn't. I was using wild shape while perched on Joram's shoulder.
Yeah, you're as like a parrot or something, or what are you?
Bird. He was a raven. He was a crow.
That's right. Right.
One of the two.
On the shoulder. So you guys walk into this hallway, and the hallway looks very familiar. It's this ribbed hallway. Very much looks like a throat. You see a couple sections of doors. These big giant obsidian double French doors. Line every 20 feet.
Okay.
You read Infernal, right?
Yeah. Speak and read.
You can actually read that there's nameplates on these rooms.
Shit. It's like the administration offices.
You don't know until you look inside.
Crud.
As far as you can tell, based on your guys' investigation so far, each floor has a pretty much a really big hallway, except for the one that Zario was on. The rest of them have hallways and doors on each side. And the one Zario has, almost the whole floor is like a main chamber. But the rest of them, at the end of every hallway, is basically a set of stairs and the garbage chute, or death chute, or whatever you want to call it, the disposal unit. It's how they keep the area clean of rotting flesh and meals and stuff.
I look back at Joram. Can I have the clipboard back, actually?
Sure.
Okay. As we go down this hallway, which I'm assuming we're doing, right, guys? Is that the idea here?
That's what I would assume.
I just want to... I need responses! I don't want to make all the decisions! Matt, that includes you!
He's talking
What?
to you guys.
I'm literally talking to you guys!
Sorry.
Are we walking down this ribbed hallway that we're in? Because this is clearly the end of the top anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So I grab the clipboard, and as we walk down the hallway, I write down in Infernal all the names that I've seen. To keep a note.
Okay.
Because in case they're actual administration, it's good to have a fallback plan to who to blame it on.
Okay.
Who ordered this? Well, it was Zaglog the Destroyer. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So that's why the actual clipboard came into play, because I was like, no, this makes sense. Practical use for clipboards, everybody.
Yeah, so, as you're going through here, you see. I'm not gonna try naming off a bunch of devil names, but
I don't. Yeah, we'll come up with one when the
um,
time comes if we need to.
But you get to the end of the hall, you get probably about 30 names, and there's a set of stairs that seems to spiral down at the end of this big hall. Are you guys going into any of the rooms or anything, or stop and listen, poke around, or just go back down?
Should we? I don't think we really need to, right?
I don't think we need to poke our heads unless one of them has the name Krieg on it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a good point.
Give me investigation checks, please.
Disadvantage. Yay!
Yeah.
No reliable
can I
talent
sit-
on this one.
Can I assist Raven?
Am I the one? Well, I guess I'm the only one who
Yeah.
can read Infernal. Yeah. Woo! I do it at normal now. Yay. Hey, cool. Thank you. The assist worked. 17. I'm kind of surprised.
All right, so you make your way down to the next floor, and you're going door to door. And sure as shit, there's a plate that says in Infernal says Krieg across it.
Oh, holy
Oh,
shit.
shoot.
I actually didn't expect it. Wow, we actually made a good idea here, guys. Holy shit. Is the door locked?
Does
You
have
try to
pay-
open it?
Wait, should I check for traps first? I mean, I'm fine not checking for the traps, but in case it's alarmed.
As he's doing that, I just slowly walk back away.
I investigate for traps.
Give me an investigation check.
I never do this. Want to help me, somebody? I don't. I'm poisoned. Is that
I
possible?
can assist.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Because he is our guy, I'm going to cast Greater Restoration on Raven.
I feel
Okay.
so powerful.
So this little crow goes. Can you cast magic while shapeshifted? I don't
He's
think
not
you can.
shapeshifting right now. I don't
I'm not
think so.
shifted.
Okay, you turn back.
Wait,
okay.
hang on.
Yeah, he had to turn. He had to turn back. What does
Yeah,
Greater
what is that?
Restoration
'Cause I
do?
thought you
Jesus.
said
No,
you
no, no,
were.
hang on,
you were
hang on,
Raven.
hang on.
He was at
Hang
one point.
on. Reduce it plus advantage to undo a debilitating effect. You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects. Charm or petrified, a curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item, any reduction
Wow.
to one of the target's ability scores, one effect reducing the target's hit point maximum. I think I have the wrong one.
Does that not
for-
work against like, poisons or conditions? I guess.
That's lesser restoration for specifics.
That's really strange that Greater Restoration can't do what Lesser Restoration can do. Is that really? No way.
Is that right? That doesn't seem right.
I'm gonna check anyway.
Everything
Plus,
you can
I-
do greater should do better, right? That's what I would.
Right,
envision.
you would think.
He's probably got it on the
No,
card.
yeah, he's right. Wow.
Unfortunately, I do not have lesser prepared.
Ain't
Yeah.
that a bitch.
That. I mean, it says you imbue a creature you touch with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. That's the first sentence. You can reduce target astonishment level. So I'm assuming this must be the. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Looks like I got his counter spell.
Huh. All right. Well, shit.
So are you
Okay.
still gonna investigate the door?
Yeah,
or-
we're
okay.
gonna investigate the door. Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
I can
Was
roll a
anybody
die.
helping him? You can
Yeah,
offset
Jorm's helping me. I got a 12.
I'm assisting.
So as you
This is a
start
damage?
you start feeling around,
I don't have advantage. I have poisoned.
Oh yeah.
as you start feeling around and looking for obvious clues, you do find some scratches and some symbols, but they don't look like they are tied to anything. There's no hidden levers or switches that you can see. All that there is a collection of glowing like round gems or something on the sides of the door that you've seen, which you know from the the elevator you were on, that device opens and closes the doors.
Oh, so we can't open this without the use of a card, huh?
Don't you have one?
We don't know if it works. It's probably not going to let us because we don't have like a super high. Well, I mean, we have a pretty big one, but I'll try
Didn't
it
we
anyway.
get one that only got us to a certain level?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could try it anyway, I guess. See what happens.
It flashes green, and you hear a click as you put your card up to it.
Man, Davies Krieg, you gotta increase your reputation because damn, you suck, dude. And I open the door.
Yeah.
So as you open this door, you walk into this very strange room. It's probably about 80 feet by probably about 50 feet. It's relatively
Holy.
big, but you start to see
Wow.
some odd things. Trying to figure out what it would be in a devil's room. Right. You see a nice little throne-like seat. With sitting atop it is this Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker with robes, and he kind of stands up.
Oh, he's in here.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Oh shoot!
oh.
And he goes,
This is a turn of events.
"Why have you excuse me? Why have you entered my chambers, fools? I did
That's not
not
my
send
clipboard,
for
right?
you."
Oh, we're the surprise inspectors. Sorry.
What?
Yes, we inspect the ship. As I motion broadly to just the ship.
I have been here for months and have not seen such a thing.
But have you been here for years?
He kind of looks for a second. Give me a deception
Now, how
check.
long? I got a 21.
That's not gonna do it.
What?
What? 21? Excuse me?
Nope.
You heard the man.
Okay. Fabius Krieg.
Oh,
very
come
rude.
on, you guys. How many successes have you got already? I finally
Fabius
rolled.
Krieg?
I
can't
really
imagine that
good.
guy's a very wise motherfucker.
Unless
He
he
made a deal
rolled
with the
high.
devil.
It's not
Austin,
that.
unless he
Yeah, it's not
unless he
that.
rolled
Yeah, he
high.
probably rolled really high.
Well, it's not that he as the character originally was interesting or good.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just roll good.
Yeah, that's true.
You also
Damn.
start to feel these tendrils touch your mind, and
Oh,
start
fuck.
penetrating your mind. Give me wisdom saving throws.
Ba-ba-da-bun, don't fail me now.
I got a 20. There we go.
Hey, that's better.
26.
25.
26.
Wow. Wow, we're all...
He said,
On fire,
As
apparently.
he smashes into mental barriers, he says, "Why have you blocked me from communicating with you?"
Because I can speak Infernal.
What a strange concept. You will unblock me now. Now,
Absolutely not. I have information on this ship that is privy for me to know. And for Zariel.
I work directly for Master Zariel.
Yes. So do I. Thank you.
You claim to be here to inspect stuff. What is
Yes.
it you want?
Fuck, that's actually a good point. What do we want here? What do we want from him? Genuinely, what did we want from him? We want the
location of the sword. The
Yeah.
location of the sword. Any connection to it and the companion, or how to break the companion itself,
Right.
based on the conversation you eavesdropped on.
So, are we all in the room?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I walk towards the door and I close it behind me. I'm locking him in here with us.
He instantly knows something is up now.
Yes. No, because the gag is gone by this point anyway, because what we're about to ask
He
is
says,
obviously
"Who
something
are
we shouldn't
you?
know.
Tell me." and that probe continues to jab at your mind a little bit. And
Now, here's the
you can see
issue.
it trying to wedge its way through your into your mind.
Now, the issue we're having here is he obviously has telepathy,
Mhm.
which means he can use telepathy to contact other people, probably as far as anywhere. I'm assuming like a psychic scream almost kind of thing, like help me. But so we gotta kind of be quick about this. I guess you guys can talk to him by this point. I'm sure he knows common.
Yeah, but the problem with that, though, is everybody on the ship is not supposed to be speaking common either, so...
True. I guess it is better to kind of keep our identities
Why
safe
have you locked
regardless.
my door? Speak
Where's-
now, or I will force you to tell me.
Where is the location of Zario's sword?
What?
You heard me. Where is it? You know. I'm sure.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Lord Zario, Master Zario, uses a hammer.
A hammer?
And why would
Insight
why
check.
would filth like you care anyway? You can give an insight check.
That's
Insight
interesting.
is pretty high. Don't
Yeah, but
wait.
it's
That's
also
oh, that's
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
13.
You're not used to looking at such a grotesque feature, so it's hard to distinguish any sort of mannerisms to hint at his intentions or otherwise.
And then we had to ask for the what's the thing called again? I'm sorry.
What thing?
The
thing-
companion.
The companion. What is? Are we
reaches
seeking to
behind him
destroy
and
it?
He pulls out a whip and he cracks it and he says, I don't have time to fool around with you. Tell me what it is you want, or die. He's getting
We just
clearly
want-
impatient with you guys.
Yeah. We just want to know about the companion, right? Where is it, or how to destroy it? What is it? Just
And-
destroy it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we destroy the companion? Surely you made it. You made a deal with it, right?
What? How do you know about that?
I stay quiet. Answer me. I didn't expect to just see him here, admittedly.
Right.
I'm gonna go looking for
I
this
would-
guy, but I don't expect to actually run into him. Okay.
Yeah, no, seriously, like I didn't. I thought we were gonna
His
like
name
chase
is
him
on
down.
the damn door, dude.
Yeah, but I didn't. I thought he would have been somewhere else. Like Zarya told him to do something. You know what I mean? I didn't expect him to be still in his office.
What? Yeah, that's a weird place for him to be, and it's more like his prison room, bedroom, something, house. You realize now each of those things is kind of like a living quarters for them. He says, and why would you care about something like that?
Don't all
You-
devils want to become more powerful?
You don't belong here, do you?
How do I? Is that deception? Would I roll deception?
Yes, if you're gonna lie about it.
Well, absolutely. I'm gonna continue lying until it doesn't work.
He got a 22 on.
Of course, he got a 22.
His
What'd you get,
Yeah.
man?
I only got a 20
insight.
because I'm still poisoned, so it's hard for me to get any higher
Digging
than a
in the
10.
dick.
Dang.
Yeah.
So right now, for clarification, 2 of you are wearing makeup in a disguise, but Joram, who happens to be a tiefling, isn't. Correct?
Elf.
He's
What?
a half elf, but he's got altered self.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um.
The one that's not hidden in any way, shape, or form, I believe, is Garmor.
Yeah. That's who I meant was Garmor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But yes,
so
I'm still in
he's
disguise.
he's pretty.
Where's the mask? Hood up.
Yeah. He really doesn't. He's on to you
Doesn't
guys.
belong. Yeah.
He knows you don't belong. He says, How did you get in here? And why have you come in here? Master Zario will crush you and drop you into the river Styx like the rest of them.
Should I just tell him through the front door and just make him assume I'm lying? Which would be way
You can do
funnier.
whatever you want.
I ask him, do you
No.
really want to know?
Go ahead, Ian.
Would you say, Ian?
I'm actually kind of have to tempt him with Phantasmal Force at this point.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we could just take him and drag him somewhere, right? Well, scoop him somewhere. He's kind of a blob.
Yeah.
We could just
Banish
interrogate
him.
him not on the ship.
He says, "Tell me why you're here." And he's gonna cast a spell, so roll initiative.
All right.
So because we're poisoned, does that include disadvantage on initiative?
No.
No? Okay. Only got an 11. I only have advantage on, like, Zorax, who is constantly ready to kill somebody.
Yeah,
I got a bloody stick.
Yeah, I saw that. And then Raven's got a 11.
An 11.
What
Yep.
does Joram have?
I rolled a 5.
Oh wow, this is not good for you guys.
No.
I tried the talking maneuver, it didn't work. I'm sorry, guys, I really tried.
And you didn't have as much backup from your allies either, so there was not as much. You basically, you guys.
She knew I just didn't want to give it to Jake either.
Yeah, well, he lost his patience with you, and he does cast Dominate Person on Garmor.
Oh
Um,
no.
This isn't good.
No.
So what does Dominate Person do? That's the one that's...
It's a
that's real bad.
Wait a sec. Is this a charm effect?
It is.
I have advantage.
Why? How? Why?
Secrets.
Like, it's okay. Good enough for me.
Actually, if we're going the meta route, he's a half elf, but your character.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, half elves have advantage on that stuff. That's right.
Yep.
All half elves do
All right,
because
so yeah,
they're
so it
charmed
is
by
a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, my proficiency.
Your DC is 19.
Oh, that is high level stuff.
You have advantage.
Good thing you have advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh. 27.
that's
Oh
good.
man. So you feel this piercing throb towards your head. This spike smash into your brain, smash into your mental barrier. You quickly fortify it as it begins to crack and break. But you're able to fend off, and you kind of see a bit of kind of shock on his face. As he's kind of caught by surprise. He says, "Interesting. I haven't had a challenge since I've taken this new form. It'll be fun to exercise it."
Does he have
Raven.
arms?
Oh, yeah. He
Because I have
does.
manacles. I've been waiting to use them
Go
ever
ahead.
since I've had them. Can I manacle a blob monster?
Well, let me show you what he looks like, and you can.
Maybe
certainly-
that'll help me, yeah. Because I'm like, I want to use this, but also, I don't think I can.
I don't know how to. How do I? I think there's a way for me to screen share here.
How do you want to do this?
Because if not, I'm just going to stab him, I think.
Ooh.
Let's see what this man... Ew! He
What just
looks
happened?
gross as fuck.
Oh gosh.
Gross.
You'll notice that he has 4 arms, so I hope you've got 2 sets of manacles.
Oh, you want to know something beautiful? I do have 2 sets of manacles.
Where did you get manacles?
Oh, I stole him off the dead guy. Believe it or not. I stole him off the dead dwarf and yoinked him up. I was like,
I forgot about that. All right,
Oh,
so
that's
Raven, what are you
right.
gonna do?
Well, I can only use one set at a time, right? Admittedly. 'Cause I don't have
Yeah.
Yes,
that.
because it's an object interaction.
Yeah.
Unless you handed one to me.
Is that that's not a free action though, right? No, it's not.
Unless you drop one.
You can drop them, you can go pick them up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that if we really wanted to do that, sure. But no, I'll just I'm gonna run directly into him. I'm gonna be like, oh, some manacles, right onto his first two hands.
All
where
right, so
where
that
he's
is
holding
gonna
the
be
staff.
a contested strength check.
Ooh.
I do have disadvantage, but luckily, my athletics is
17.
a 10. I win. I don't even have to roll. I'm at
Yeah.
20.
So you quickly get a hold of his
As I'm
crinkly
like throwing
green
up, like,
arms, and you put him into some manacles, and he says, and you see a look of shock in his eyes. He says, "I will not be jailed again." He kind of
That
roars
sucks.
and thrashes about. You got anything else with your bonus?
always. I'm a rogue, baby. That's what I got. I'm not really sure what I'm just gonna dodge action. I'm gonna be like,
Can you dodge as a bonus action?
yeah, I'm a rogue.
I know. Is that one of their
Yes.
bonus action features? I thought it was
I
dodge, disengage,
wonder.
and hide.
Yeah, dodge, disengage,
Er.
and hide. Yes, you said it yourself. Yes,
Okay, yeah,
dodge,
but is that
disengage, and hide. Dodging is their bonus action. It's very good.
Or I was thinking, it's a dash, disengage, and hide.
Killer.
Yeah, I believe you're right on the latter.
Yeah,
It's
because then why wouldn't
dash.
every rogue dodge indefinitely?
Because
Yeah.
hold on.
It's
Is that not what they can
it's
do?
dash, disengage, and hide as a bonus action.
All right. Well, give me a second here.
Sneak attack, expertise, cunning action, dash, disengage, and hide.
Yep, you're right. Dash.
I have the
disengage.
SRD
All right.
pulled up, so.
I'll disengage and just bamf back to my team.
All right, so you quickly, once you run up to him, you shackle him. His kind of nasty, disgusting face twists and contort in a little bit of fear and anger at the same time. He begins thrashing about, "I will not be jailed again, fools!" And he's pissed. You quickly dash behind and kind of skirt and slide up behind Joram. What are you gonna do, Joram? Sorry, Garmore.
Yarmore.
Let's see.
You're a short distance away from him, so you
Short
get
distance.
to him in a single turn or single movement.
I just have mobile, so I can move at least a little bit away from him.
I have a stupid idea. No, that's not. I don't want to risk it from his dominate effect. Did Raven drop the second pair of manacles?
No,
I did not.
Oh.
I'm going to incapacitate him physically. Also, if he takes him off, he's going to be shocked to find out what happens.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, so
Painful stuff.
I still have the Stone of Controlling Earth Elementals.
okay.
Yes, you do.
So
You're going to summon an earth elemental in here? That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
So
That's
I get
awesome.
about 50 feet close. I use the one charge of the stone, and a earth elemental is conjured.
All right,
Yay.
so you throw this stone out, and it sends out kind of like a ring of disruption on the obsidian, and next thing you know, a bouldery arm reaches up and pulls itself up out of this thing, and you see this big rock golem-like creature, just a ginormous bulking size, just
I
kind
really
of...
wanted to imagine just a giant rocky arm just grabs Stavius and just as he's like pulling himself through, like, hello.
What, it's
Hello,
an earth elemental,
Kenobi.
right?
Yes. I'm trying to see if I have to. The elemental is friendly to you and your companions for the duration. Roll initiative for the elemental,
Mhm.
which has its own turns. It obeys any verbal commands that you issue to it. No action required by you.
Roll
If
initiative
you
for
don't
it.
issue any, let me pull it up because they don't allow me to put up multiple sidebars.
It's fine. I've got
on-
it. I've got it pulled up already. So I'll just roll
Um,
it for him. How the hell does an elemental have a +5 dex? What the hell? It's a 17.
Why not?
+5.
Yeah. For the
Plus
earth.
5 dex?
Yeah. Oh, that's the air elemental. That explains more. It's a -1. That makes way more sense.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that is a fast rock.
No, it was the earth elemental I was looking at.
So yeah.
So it's
So, yeah,
actually
he-
11.
11. Isn't that Raven's initiative?
Yeah,
Yes.
but Raven's got a higher dex, so Raven will go first.
But I'm speed.
Yep.
Incarnate. All right. So this
Fast,
thing
Ryan,
pulls
fast,
its
fast.
way up, and it kind of looks to you, for kind of confirmation. I don't think it takes your. Does it take your action or anything to control it?
I think that happens on its turn.
Okay. So it just acts in your best interest, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably,
I got it. Anything else, Garmore?
I mean, I could do something. Nah, I'm gonna save it in case we need to escape. That's my turn.
Thavius kind of looks. He says, "That's impressive, but nothing compared to the power that Master Zariel has. Even now, they come for you."
Oh shoot!
Yeah, I kind of
Joram, what are you gonna do?
I'll look at him and say, when you're done with you, you're going to wish we were Zariel.
Give me an
That's a good-
intimidation check.
Intimidate him.
Oh, 12.
In my new form, I've shit out more threatening things than that.
Okay, bonus fraction. I hit him with Hexblade's Curse.
Okay, which does?
Yeah. A buttload
The
of
moment,
stuff.
nothing really.
Okay. What does it
He
look
Just
like?
move her back.
19 and 20.
Alright. And for my standard action, extend force my Staff of Power, and I use one of the stored spells inside it, and I hit him with Hold Monster.
Oh!
Pretty good.
What's the?
Yes,
What's the?
17 Wisdom save.
It's a what?
DC 17 Wisdom save.
Oh, he's got this. As long as I don't roll lower than 10. I rolled a 1.
Shit.
Not even kidding. What the fuck? Sorry, that's a 7. But still not good enough. It looks like a 1.
Yeah, so
Ain't gonna do it. All right. So, as he's imprisoned he's got the cuffs on and he's struggling. So does your whole person take any particular form? An invisible spectral hand, some chains.
Purple spectral chains.
All right. So these chains lash out and bind him, and now he's freaking out. He says, "I will not be jailed again." And now he is effing losing it right now.
this makes me happy.
Yep.
Not me. Anything else, Joram?
Just for a heads up, he does get a Wisdom save at the end of each of his turns, so...
Okay.
True, but that's why the second set of manacles are on the way.
Right. All right. Fabius lashes and screams and he is pissed. He shouts and bellows, and you feel this piercing strike come from its mind again as it jabs into you. Garmore, I'm gonna need, or not Garmore, Raven the Crow, who cuffed him, I'm gonna need a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, and then I'm also going to need a DC 18 intelligence saving throw from Joram.
Wait, am I being dominated?
No. Worse.
Save. Intelligence, right?
18, yeah.
Said it was wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'm fucked. It's a 13.
Whew.
Oh, I rolled low.
All right, so
I'm not very wise. I just
These-
talk.
these tendrils beat into your mind and begins to poison your thoughts.
Oh,
Raven,
It's
you
a charm by
take-
any chance.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's two different attacks. For Raven, you are gonna take 38 points of damage, necrotic damage, and you are blinded until the start of this creature's next turn. And
Ow.
for Joram, a rush of psychic energy lashes out into your brain, penetrating your armored steel mental defenses and cracks into, sending a shiver through your body of pure aching pain, and it leaves you immobile as you are unable to move.
Did he just power word pain you?
You are stunned for a minute, and you
Oh my
forget everything it sensed, experienced, and learned during the last 5 hours. And you are racked with pure forgetfulness. You don't know where you are at. You don't know why you're here. You don't know how you got here. And you don't know who this creature is that you're fighting in front of you.
I severely underestimated Thavius Krieg. I did not expect any of this. Holy shit.
All
I
right.
expected to be a frail old blob.
The
Shit.
at this point, the giant stone elemental starts bellowing. It hits its chest like a gorilla and just starts slamming into this creature.
Don't I have control over it?
I thought you said that it just is autonomous. Isn't that what you? I was trying to clarify if you
No.
do it. Well, then tell me what it does.
Hang on, it's loading. No, that's the wrong thing.
What's the name of the spell? The specific spell.
Conjure Elemental, level 5.
Well, it's its turn, so
Come on. Conjure Elemental.
Yeah, it obeys any verbal commands that you issue it. And if you don't issue any commands to the elemental, it defends itself from hostile creatures, but otherwise takes no actions. So yes, it does require him to actually give it commands.
okay. It is a concentration spell. Keep that in mind.
It was an item.
I know.
Doesn't
Wasn't it?
matter.
Mine.
Doesn't
matter.
Okay.
Even if it's an item, it still consumes concentration. Yep.
Making
Yep.
sure.
So what are you
Did
gonna
not
do?
know that.
I'm gonna tell him restrain his mouth.
So we can't say any somatic commands or something.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty good with a big
Alright,
old
so
2-ton
give me-
rock doing this.
Give me a grapple check.
I'm sure grappling with a giant
I
rock
impose
monster will do good.
disadvantage because you handcuffed him with the manacles.
Well, he's still.
And he's being held too, isn't he? By the
Yeah.
monster thing. Monster.
Wait,
monster.
I rolled disadvantage?
No, I
Monster.
did.
No,
Oh.
he had disadvantage, yeah.
So grapple check. I don't see. I don't see athletics. So I'm just gonna roll the strength number. Ooh, that's an 11.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't see any skill sets.
It doesn't have athletics.
No.
Well,
Kind
good
of sad for a big old rock monster.
Yeah, I feel like it should be high unless you just rolled really, really low.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Yeah, okay, that
Oh,
does it.
yeah.
Unfortunately, as he's trying to grapple with it, Thavius Krieg is thrashing and twisting and doing everything he can. He's bound by chains. He's bound by these handcuffs, and so he's flailing. And as the gargoyle or the stone elemental is trying to get in there, he's being pushed back. I think it has. Does it have extra attack?
It has multi-attack.
Okay, so you can make another grapple if you'd want, or you can change to an attack.
I will do the second grapple attempt.
Yeah, you'll probably succeed now.
That's tilt.
I'm just gonna start saying that when I roll dice and don't like the result.
No, it was literally tilt. That's not even. That's a 12.
Bruh.
So, like an older brother, this rock thing just jumps on top of Thavius Krieg. Now the damn guy, he's handcuffed. He's got magical chains binding him, and he's got a rock golem thing gripping him from behind. He's going crazy. He's shouting things like, "I won't go back. I won't be imprisoned again."
He's going nuts.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan after we bind him? What do we do from here?
It is now Raven's turn.
Something at a time. What is going on here?
Oh yeah, you have no idea now. You're like,
Yeah, his character literally has forgotten everything in the last 5 hours. That's hilarious and an awesome ability. I'm totally giving that to more monsters.
I rush to Thavius, and I apply
Aren't
the
you
second
blind?
set of manacles. Oh yeah, I'm blind. Oh shit! I can hear him. I can hear the giant rock monster fighting a big green.
And you can hear him
guy.
going nuts, so
Yeah.
that would be a given.
Yeah, I mean, he can do it, but still be at disadvantage. But I guess since he's poisoned,
Yeah.
it makes no difference.
Nothing makes a difference at this point for me. I'm already fucked up.
Well, maybe he's still paralyzed.
Yeah.
Is it paralyzed?
Also
Is he
stunned.
paralyzed or
No.
is it paralyzed or stunned?
Paralyzed. He was paralyzed.
Yeah, it's hold monster, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be paralysis.
He's like a living statue, I believe.
Pretty much.
Okay, so you're able to successfully get the second cuffs on him, binding both of his four sets of arms. He is thrashing and screaming wildly. "I won't go back. I won't go back. I won't go back. I will never be imprisoned again. I had to go through too much to get myself free." Anything else, Raven?
I don't really have much more to work with here.
Alrighty, Garmore.
I mean, I disengage and I go check the door, see if anyone's on the way.
Aren't you still blind?
You can't see where
Well,
you're
yeah, I
going.
guess I'm blind, so.
So he runs
Yeah,
over.
I can't do
think
that.
the door's here. I push some. It's feeling around.
Yeah, I guess I can't do that.
He's
technically
kind of.
speaking.
You're stumbling around. I mean, you can move around, but you probably won't necessarily end up
disengage,
at
yeah.
the door.
I'll just disengage from him and move back.
All right. So you take the disengage. You kind of stumble back. You end up tripping over some few little like objects on the ground, a couple bones, entire skeletons, judging by the creaking of your foots as you step on them. Garmore, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to get to Jorm and say, "Your memory's been magically afflicted. Let me restore it." And I will use...
Oh yeah, Greater Restoration. We just talked about this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I will use Greater Restoration, focusing on his memory loss.
Okay. How does that
I'm fucking
unfold?
stunned.
Huh?
I'm fucking stunned.
Does it? It doesn't remove the stun effect, does it?
You said I was
not.
stunned, right?
Yeah, you're stunned and you forgot the last 5 hours.
You won't.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on his memory loss.
Okay. So how does that look to you?
His druidic focus is a small totem, all the druid symbols and the carvings begin to light up and channel through his hand, and he places his hand on Jorm's forehead, and the energy just surges throughout his skull, restoring his memory.
Very cool.
Ah,
So all those memories flush and rush back to you, like feeling similar to that moment when you forgot where you put something and then remembered all of a sudden, except a lot more information. All right.
and then Bella Draconic. Oh, this has been a really long day.
Joram or Garmor, do you got anything else? Bonus action or movement?
I'm gonna move. Now I'm gonna move like 10 feet to the left or right of Joram.
Okay. So you kind of quickly dash over to Joram's side. Joram, what you gonna do? Your
I'm supposed to
buddy,
make a hit.
your chains are holding Krieg in place. He's both of his sets of arms are chained are manacled up thanks to Raven, and he's got a giant rock monster grappling him from behind in a near full Nelson.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna do a save. I guess if that's what I have to do to get out of this spell thing, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me another intelligence saving throw.
Had to be intelligence. Oh, 23.
You're able to shake it off, like Tay
Shake
Tay.
it off.
Bring in the Tay Tay. With the help, you're not sure if it was with Garmor's help or if you were able to just break free. You got to break free. Anyways, and
That's a real 20.
the
So-
the stun, you're able to break free and suddenly you can move again. Now, at this point, you guys, you have an option. You have options. Thavius Krieg looks up. He says, I will not go back. I will not go back. I will not be imprisoned. Whatever you want, I will tell you. Just don't let me get locked back
That's what
up.
we were looking for. This is the
That's
magical moment.
Yeah, I
You think he
figured
was
you
It
guys.
took a
Traumatized.
lot of work, but we got it.
Well, I was gonna
You
say.
think he was traumatized while in prison?
You think?
Probably.
Now these characters won't know, but you as the players know that you handed him over to the guard. How do you think he got here?
That's true.
So he says, just
Let's start. How is it that a devil came to be the overseer of Elturel? Short version.
it was my fault. What was I to do? My city was under siege by the walking dead, those vampiric bastards. He sits there and he's kind of like all, he's still kind of trying to break free from his binds, but it's kind of loosened up. He says, what would you have me do? My people, my entire city, taken over by those creatures. We could not
The
defeat them.
bloodsuckers.
Yes. You know of it. I had no other help. I begged for help. Somebody finally answered the call. It was someone of Zariel. It was Zariel and her minions. They made me a deal that would free my city of the monstrous invasion, and it would grant them her light's protection. For 100 years. How could I turn that down? People dying left and right.
No,
I did it for
makes
them.
sense.
But it was at a cost. That she said that the protection would end after 100 years. I didn't know what she meant. Would bring the entire city down into hell with her. But there was a bonus. She promised to make me a strong devil. He kind of looks around.
I look him up and down, head to toe. I was like, you don't see. Everyone doesn't see his expression because he's wearing a mask and a hood up. But based on on how his head is tilted, you get the sense of this is the result.
No. At first, for 100 years, we had the protection of the radiant light of the companion. It wasn't till its light went dim and the chains dragged the city into Avernus. But now, as long as the companion is there, it'll always remain there. And you can't defeat Zariel. But I will go back to being imprisoned.
We might be able to stop the companion.
How do we destroy the companion, and what is the connection
Is
with
there a
it
way?
and her sword?
I don't know about the sword. I already told you. But I do
Right.
know that the companion is locked. In order to open it, you need the 12 steel keys. The
Keys.
rods.
Oh boy.
Where are the keys?
Who owns them?
They're on this ship. Zariel keeps them close.
Of course she does.
You should know they're coming, and I can't hold them back for too long. My cry out
Are we
to
in
them
a-
earlier.
Does this room have a window?
Does this room look like it has a window? Does any of
No,
this
it's-
building have a window? The
I
hell
was
is
making a
wrong with
player to
you?
DM question.
Oh. No, there are no windows. You have not seen any
No.
windows since you got
There's.
on
I assume there was nothing here to let people escape. Yeah.
here.
Cool.
Sure, they would have tried.
So
This is very much so a prison ship as it is a
Yes.
relatively working ship,
yeah. So
as I've noticed.
He
Quick question.
says, "Yep, go ahead."
Instead of joining the companion, what would it take to break the contract?
You break a contract. You must be out of your mind. Do you have any idea how
Yeah.
powerful Zariel is? You'd have better luck trying to destroy the companion. If you can find the rods, they're on the ship. You can find them. And if you promise not to
Do you
hurt
have
me, I
any
will tell you where they're
idea
at.
what I have done with a clipboard?
Well, hold on. Let him continue. He's saying important shit.
If you agree to not harm me, I will tell you exactly where they're at.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
With disadvantage, darn it.
I was gonna say, am I allowed to roll it as well or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, 15.
17.
So as you look at him, once again, his unique figure makes it difficult to discern any normal emotional cues that you would expect, but through his deep visage, you can still see the bit of humanity in his eyes. And the tone of his voice, you know that he's clearly afraid of being a prisoner again, whatever had happened to him.
I was
he
gonna
seems
say,
genuine.
Given the situation, yeah, I'm inclined to believe him as well.
He says,
We need.
"Do we have a deal?"
Fine, but we need a place to rest as we
have
look.
a compromise,
and-
not a deal.
One at a time. Go ahead, Matt.
Sorry.
And we'll get to Ian.
We have a compromise, not a deal.
Fine, a compromise. Well, we
See-
need a way through the ship and some sort of safe room for us to rest.
There's gonna be no safe room for us to rest here. That's way too generous. You realize where we're at, right? We're on a prison ship. This is a prison. This isn't a ship. This is a prison. You saw the garbage suit. You saw the people getting tortured. This isn't... There's no safe here.
Then what are we supposed to do?
We have to do what we've been doing this entire time. Save Elturel.
Yes, but how? We don't.
Look,
much time
The
for this
door
argument.
slides open while you guys are talking.
Shoot.
And three of those big bone devils walk in, a look of shock in their eyes. They begin charging towards you. And Krieg looks up, and a crackle of energy radiates, and then all of a sudden the Bone Devils are looking around. Why are we here? Shorak, how'd I get here? What? Why are we in Krieg's room? Get out of my room, fools. Now. Or I'll zap your memory again. This time it'll go back 20 years. And they just kind of scurry
Yeah, and they're
off.
just like, no, fuck that, I'm out.
He's like, I've bought you a few minutes.
That's more than who has the keys? I think that's the last thing we just need from you, and we'll leave.
It's probably close with Zariel.
Right, but is there a specific location? Do they move? Who has them?
The massive stone rod, or the massive steel rods that are the keys are located on Zariel's floor in her room.
Does she ever leave her room?
If I call
That's a good
out to
question.
her for a meeting, she will come. I can buy you a few moments. That is it.
Won't she suspect you?
Of what?
Betrayal.
Why do you think that?
You call her for a meeting and suspiciously the keys leave.
Well,
As much as you are a
I'll
devil,
just have to not
I don't
be
exactly
there.
want you to die.
I'll just have to not be there when she comes.
Hmm.
It's better than being imprisoned. I'd rather be demoted. I just don't want to go back being jailed. Right? I will try to distract her.
Raven's, you see Raven's gears turning as he's like, in all of my time of being alive and being imprisoned and breaking out because of my roguish background and being an acolyte, I totally get what this guy is going through.
He says, but I'm risking much. So in addition to sparing my life, I have another request.
What would that be?
When you return to the plane, summon me so I may return. I see
How?
that when they're in this giant rock, summoning magic is not beyond your power.
Yeah.
Bring me to the
Woodland
portal.
beings and elementals. I can't conjure devils.
You'll figure it out.
I'm sure we
Do
will.
we have a deal?
I'm inclined to agree with this
An
guy.
entire
just as an
city
FYI.
for my freedom. Is it worth it to you? Will you save all of Elturel in exchange for freeing me?
I mean, I see the shred of humanity in this guy. I don't know about you guys. It might not be much, but even then, he still might be able to turn back at the end of it
think
all.
about why he's in this situation to begin with.
Which
he
is
tried
because
to
he was king
save-
and wanted to save his people.
And guess
Yeah.
what he's trying to help you do now?
Save his people.
So there is something there, Raven, you're right. But it's up to you guys to figure out if that's worth trusting, because all in all, he's still a devil. And all that entails.
At the moment, it's about all we got to go on, so...
Everything points in the direction that he isn't this evil dude. He did unless this is all just a huge charade, like, which isn't unbelievable, I guess, but like, honestly, everything lines up. He wanted to save his people. He gave up everything, including himself, to try and do that. 100 years go by, and now he's trapped here, and he doesn't want to be trapped here. He even has PTSD. It all lines up. Matt's sitting here probably like, there's something wrong. There's always something wrong. What more could you give in terms of hints? Everything is there.
All right, guys. He turns to
I'm
you and
freeing
he says, we don't have time. The rest are on their way that I have called out to. You have 1 minute, and I just started a clock. So you
jeez.
guys literally have a minute to decide what to do before you
Fine.
end up in a
We're freeing him. We're just freeing him, I think.
So you guys agree to his deal.
Yep.
A piece
Yeah.
of paper appears out of nowhere, out of a burst of fire,
There it is.
and he says, "Sign in blood," and you see three little marks for where your signatures go.
I'm gonna read it. I don't know if I have a minute to read, but I can
don't-
skim.
You
You
can
don't.
skim. So you can give
can
me an
skim.
investigation check with. Well, you already have disadvantage, so.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter. I have disadvantage. Yeah, I got a 3. Doesn't matter. I'm signing
Okay.
the damn thing.
Try
Alright.
to skip real quickly.
What's
I'm
that?
signing it.
All right.
Try to
So,
skip real quickly.
okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check there.
Is it an
Joram.
infernal? I'm pretty sure
Oh
you can't
yeah,
read
no.
infernal.
So
It has to be an infernal.
when devils make deals, the person that is part of the contract is able to read it for whatever reason. They have to be able to read the contract. Otherwise, a devil's not making a deal; they're making a scam. And
Okay, I didn't know that.
at
actually.
least when the
That's
contract
interesting.
says, "Hey, it was in the contract. It's not my fault. You didn't read it." You know,
Right.
which is kind of
21.
big business. That's how whole businesses work. What'd you get?
21.
good.
So as you're going through it really quickly and you're skimming through it, you do spot a few things that are open to interpretation, but overall, it seems like he's being pretty straightforward with you. He'll help you get the keys to unlock the companion in exchange to help save Elturel in exchange for summoning him and freeing him from this eternal damnation.
Right.
Alright, seems relatively on the level, all things considered.
All right, you guys.
Works for me.
He pulls it
Sign
back
it,
up,
sign it, sign it.
and it flames and dissipates in flame. He says, "The pact is sealed. I will call for her now. Wait for 5 minutes before you leave this room, and then head to her room. Do you know where it is at? It's 1 floor down.
Spiral staircase.
Yes. It'll lead you right
Yeah.
into
Saw it on the way here.
You can't miss.
We'll know it when we see it.
You can't miss the 12 keys. They hang from her ceiling, much surrounded by with the center of a glowing light. They circle in the ceiling. Think like a floating chandelier.
Okay.
It's hidden in plain sight. Get the keys.
That's smart.
You're not gonna like it, but the best room. And he kind of quickly. We'll run out of time. You'll have to find a quick way out. I recommend the chute if you can survive it.
No problem.
No
And
problem.
He
Done
says,
before.
and then he ends up. He says, "Wait 5 minutes," and then he walks out the door. At that moment,
We have 5 minutes to kind of breathe.
yeah. So if there's any spells or anything you guys want to prepare, anything like that, you're not going to get the benefit of a full short rest.
Right.
But is there anything you want to prepare before you leave?
Look at my belt. Hey, Juanita.
Says, give me a second to get into that. She says,
Hey,
I have 200. Oh, also I demanacle him. There's no point now if we're on the same team.
yeah. So So the safe assumption is that that stuff wore off during the conversation. You pulled the manacles off. I honestly forgot about that.
And I deconjure the earth elemental.
Because clearly that would be
He's
a bad
walking
idea,
with a
too.
big thing out of a big stone.
Yeah,
backpack.
he's just.
Let me think. What is it you want, boy?
well, in a few minutes, I'd like to put a few keys in you, if you're cool with that.
What? You gonna slide some keys in my slot? I appreciate
I mean,
you
they're-
asking me for it, but you didn't even buy me dinner first.
What do you want?
Well, I really like this place over there in when we visited Guadalgram. You can take me back there, right?
I can do that.
I really enjoyed those dwarves' meat. That totally didn't.
Oh, yeah.
That was a happy
I was
accident.
like, all right.
That was a happy accident. She says, "Well, all right then. Let's do this then. I appreciate you asking me." And she starts to ramble to Joram how much she appreciates his generous. She goes on for the next 2 minutes talking about how all these other people would mistreat her by just shoving stuff in and out of her mouth without permission, or her pouch without permission, and it made her just angry. But she appreciates a nice gentleman who fully appreciates her sentience, and she's not just a satchel for storage.
You are so much more than that.
All
your own
right,
bag.
so you guys, the 5, and any other preps before you head out?
I intend to use healing spirit on both of them.
That is
But I'm
a
going.
good use of that.
Yeah, but they kind of eradicated it.
Yeah, it's not
Which
broken anymore.
Hey, good damn it.
yeah, which means I only have 6 charges for the healing ability. So I'm gonna just split it even with those 2.
So 3 each.
I'm
What
not
does that do
damaged.
now?
I don't think he took any damage.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was the
think-
only one that got fucked up. It was 38 out of my 75 health.
Fine, then I'm getting then all the charges on.
Yeah, that
Raven.
stun and memory attack doesn't actually do damage. It's
Oh.
just
Wow.
it's very debilitating though.
Yeah.
All right, then all the charges go to
Dude.
Raven.
If you hit a wizard with that, like
They're
shortly after he did his within that 5 hours of doing his long rest and preparing his spells, would he forget all of the spells he prepared that day?
Dude, that
So
would
he
make
would default to the
sense.
day before.
To the day before, probably, yeah.
Because he
That's
still
interesting.
remembers the rest. So
All
he'd
right.
be like, fireball.
So, are you guys going to run aggressively out of here to get to where you need to know, or are you going to try to stealth your way down the halls? What's the plan? Incognito it?
I'm gonna get
Because right now,
I think
nonchalant.
as long as we're
Incognito
walking
plus-
normally, they won't suspect us. Genuinely.
I was gonna propose incognito with pass without a trace.
okay, you can do that. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, Austin, 22 hit points restored.
so what kind of
59 HP.
spirit guardian thing appears to heal you guys?
I was thinking a white wolf.
Ooh, I like that. It
Which one?
howls and the sound reverberates through your body and stitches your wounds together with this magical howl. That sounds cool.
I'm not even
Yeah, I
sure
heard-
what really happened to me. I got kind of just like, my eyes became nothing and I just got stress bombed.
Mm.
Okay, so that's that. So he's going to
Yeah,
he's gonna be ready to cast pass without a trace at the last second
How long does that
and
last?
an hour.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a while.
All right.
And both of them have to be within 30 feet of me.
That's plenty distance, I'd say.
Alrighty then. So, as you channel the energy and you release the pass without a trace, you realize your characters take on the form of like a kind of like a I envision it's kind of like Predator, where it kind of you blend into your surroundings a little bit, right? It muffles your noises and stuff. And you guys.
I was thinking of like lowering the exposure of an image on ourselves.
That works. That sounds cool too. So you lower your visual exposure with this and muffles your noise as you guys make your way down the hall. You push in through the giant chamber door, passing by successfully several groups. I'm not even gonna require a stealth check because that +10 just makes it almost impossible to fail. So.
Even while Raven and I are poisoned.
Well, yeah, because
I hit a 31
Yeah.
without even a roll.
because he has
Matt.
like a flat value. Anyway, so you guys start making your way
It's
down
stupid.
the through the doorway, and you push it open, and you see this massive throne room, this really huge obsidian throne, high-backed throne chair, and sure enough, right up on the ceiling there is a big green light, and around it is 12-foot tall stone or steel silver cylinders that have intricate like carvings and stuff on them, and they're floating in a circle around it, and you don't see anybody. There is a single window that's probably about 20 feet wide, that has like a almost like a frosted glass, like when you get in your car in the winter, but it's just around the edges, and it's like a dim red. Are you guys gonna try? What are you gonna do?
We just gotta take the keys and run. We don't have that much time.
Well, I got this. First off, can levitate myself. One need
Oh
that.
yeah.
Hurry up.
All right, let's do this, boy.
Just
And she's just like you're just like scooping him up as you float around him. So he's up. He puts it over.
that
Run up.
works.
Coming up.
Closes it. Rees
Coming up.
open.
Coming
Yep.
up.
And Juanita swallows all of those big giant steel silver keys. Um,
That was surprisingly easy.
yeah, actually. Uh,
Yeah.
that pass without a trace kind of messed me up. That's okay. That's what it's
It's
for,
a good
right?
spell.
Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah.
for. All right, so you guys are making you guys are here. You've got what you want. What are you gonna do now? How are you gonna get out of here? What is your escape plan?
I was thinking of casting Blight on the window, then using, and then casting Investiture of Wind on myself, and then wild shaping into a giant eagle. That takes 2 turns for me to do that.
Okay, so the blight, will that rot the window?
I believe I used. Did I use Arcane Gate last time?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
When?
Last time.
Yeah, yep, I remember now. Yeah.
Do you have
Initiate.
anything of that
I can-
staff of yours to blast the window?
I thought there was no window. To be clear.
No, there's a window in this. This is the only
Yeah,
window.
this is the
you've
only
seen.
place with the window.
It's
It's
so
like a
she.
cockpit
It's so
almost.
yes. Thank you. It's like 30 feet wide. It's got like a winter frost, but it's red around the outside, like in your car, which I thought I
Yeah.
said.
Mm.
Maybe I did that in my head, but
No, you did. Yeah,
um,
I heard you.
so that's
Big
the only
outlet.
window you've seen. But there's also the garbage disposal unit. So those
Yeah.
are really your 2 big options, or try to run down the stairs. But if you do that, you're gonna have to run down several flights of stairs when there undoubtedly will be an alarm shortly.
The disposal unit.
Say my
Yeah.
disposal unit because as much as I am Joram, I do kind of want to get out here as undetected as possible.
Yeah.
Believe me, he's not opposed to creating a big show, but
But in this case, when the big show leads to Zarya flying at Mach 10 after us because we blew up her fucking throne room window, we will die afterwards.
yeah.
All right,
Oh, that's funny.
garbage
There's no
shoot it is.
making a deal out of this one by this point.
Garbage shoot it is. Just don't swan dive like this one druid I know got herself nearly killed.
All right, so
Oh,
you
please,
guys,
I can do anything.
you guys got your, you managed to
throw
get
up on the
these
side.
keys, or these big keys to the companion, sealed away inside of Walita, your bag of scolding.
Yeah.
And you guys start making your way back down the hallway. Once again, you get to the end. You push the little buttons, and they're ching, and the doors open, and there's a massive pit that goes straight down indefinitely. How are you gonna get down?
Grappling hook, baby!
Actually, no. How big is
No.
this place?
I don't know, elevator shaft size ish, maybe a little bit bigger.
That's not very big.
Ooh. I don't think a large beast of a giant eagle is gonna fit.
I think your a large beast is still only
Covers for
2
only 5 feet.
squares. Is it
Or
still
10
only
feet
5?
then. It
Really?
must be. I don't know. Hold on, let me check. Actually,
I think large is
Large.
10 is 4x4 or 2x2 or 4x4. 2x2. Yeah. So I think I would say that would fit. Not comfortably, probably not, but I think you could do it.
large is 10 by 10.
Really? 10 by 10
Yes.
or 5
10 by 10.
Yeah, that's 2 squares. Yeah, no, I'm right. Yeah, that's right. I'd say
Yeah, so
a
2 by-
elevator
yeah.
room is about 10 feet by 10 feet.
2 by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. It's a little bigger. That's fine.
Okay,
I'll
we
allow it.
can make that work. So, I'm just trying to think.
Remember, Joram
how
can
long would it?
make himself light by casting levitate and just hold on
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out because I want to cast Investiture of Wind on myself because one of its perks is that it allows the caster to be made difficult to target by non-magical ranged weapon attacks.
Okay.
That's like the one thing. Plus, it gives me an additional. It could stack my flying eagle's flying speed.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So this might work.
Just
But
gonna
only
zoom
lasts.
on out of here.
Yep. So, action, Investiture of Wind, bonus action, Giant Eagle.
All right. And so are you
Big eagle.
So as you change into this with your magical was it green glow, I think you said?
Yeah.
Raven, are you going to attach yourself how are you carrying everybody, or did I miss that?
Well, he only has to carry me. Jorm can literally just.
Oh yeah, Joram can just hold on to it. So are
I
you
would
going to
suggest
ride
he
on his
would.
back maybe?
Um,
I would say if
I
you're
would
large, you
say
probably could.
I would say Raven would be on
You could just
Garmor's
carry
back,
put me on a
and
talon. It wouldn't be that hard. I could
and
hang from you even. I have a grappling hook.
Yeah. All right.
and then Joram would just like tie his hands to one of my talons and just float there, easy breezy.
Beautiful cover girl.
As long as it works, I don't care how
All
I'm
right,
getting out
so
of here.
you guys, so he turns into a giant bird. You
Giant
jump on
bird!
his back, get a nice little hold of him there, Joram, and Joram swoops down, and comes into almost a full dive, and the smell is rancid. It's really horrible. You finally swing out from underneath this massive knife-shaped
Actually-
ship.
There's actually a slight whirlwind around me, so it could dissipate the smell
There
around
ain't
me.
no way it's gonna dissipate this stench, dude.
Yeah, it's
We're in hell.
everywhere.
We're in hell.
Okay,
like hell.
okay.
In
all
a
right,
body
so,
shoot.
so you guys, you end up diving down and flying free. And with every moment, with every minute, you're just waiting for something to go wrong. You're waiting from a magical attack to be released from the ship and catch you in a blast. You're waiting for just swarms of devils to come flying out. You are just waiting for something to happen. As you you catch an updraft and you swoop into the air, and that massive giant prison fortress becomes smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was double dashing it with the combo of Investiture of Wind and my Flying Eagle's 80 feet flying speed.
Yeah, you're flying pretty quick. I'm gonna fast forward here a little bit because this will probably be the last time you play these characters until something happens in the campaign. So because I want to finish on a good note. You guys are able to fly over the together, fly back towards Elturel. It takes you about 3 days to make your way through the hellish landscape. It's uncomfortable. It burns. You're soaring over what looks like a steady battle of devils and demons as Elturel comes into sight. You
So long rest.
Yeah, you guys will be full everything once we get to this point. Plus, your characters will have leveled up. So as you guys approach, the companion floats in the sky. What is the will you guys use a similar approach that you used to escape to approach this thing?
I feel like that's kind of the only way we got, because I can't fly. These two can, but I can't.
So you basically turned Joram or Garmor into a mount. You mounted Garmor.
I have to. I have nowhere else to go.
All right, so you guys get up there, and there's lightning crackling everywhere. It's complete black magical darkness, with the exception of this massive, 100-foot diameter black sphere with magical darkness and lightning and stuff coming off. There's 12. They look like intricate stone locks with a centerpiece missing, and it clearly looks like these rods go into those.
All right.
But you said there's 12, and then there's a +1 in the middle.
What?
Hold on. You say there's 12 spots for the rods, and then there's something else that we're missing in the middle of it all?
No, if
I thought that's
said
what I
that,
heard.
if that's what
Sorry.
I said, that's not what I meant. No, you basically
Okay.
you can see where they clearly go.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
So is the assumption you guys are going to try to open this or try to unlock it, Joram?
I
Yep.
think that's the idea, yeah.
I need that. We're up again.
So
This is what we came all this way for.
Joram reaches deep into Juanita and pulls out the first one. It's about that big, about a foot and a half, and he slides it into it, and all the little sigils light up, and it begins to rotate, and you hear as energy begins to just emanate from it. And he continues to go through each one, and with each one, the entire thing begins to tremble more and more until you get to the near last one. You plop this thing in it. At this point, people have caught the devils in around you that have caught on to what's going on. Many have started flying towards you guys. And you're talking a near whole army of flying devils are rushing towards you from Elturel, from the base at the bottom.
Jeez.
You slide the last one in, and a thunderous noise erupts from this as energy bursts out, and all the darkness is dissipated, and golden light showers the entire city of Elturel. And that's where we're going to stop.
Wow.
Now here's the next question. So quick question for the DM, I guess.
Sure.
So when we go back to Zorax and Chiron and
This will not happen
Merle,
yet.
this won't have happened? Okay, that was my question.
Right.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yep.
Because I'm
Because
assuming
if I'm
that
gonna look up and Elturel's just done, I'm gonna be like, oh, what the fuck that come
No.
down here for?
No.
I was going to assume that this day doesn't coincide with the day of our last
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
It does
makes
or
sense.
doesn't.
Doesn't he?
I was going to ask if it doesn't.
Guess
Yeah,
we'll have
and
to
it
find
doesn't.
out.
Oh, jeez.
This is
But then that
definitely the culmination of the whole story.
Mhm.
But the way I have it is you're just gonna have to see. I'm really excited for how I did this, and I'm excited for that.
Just how it all comes
Yes.
together.
Um,
How
See,
it
now I'm
all ends.
curious.
because I could have done more in between you guys getting those and then this, but I really
Yeah.
didn't want to because I want the focus to be on the main characters who are actually going through the process. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I
Yeah.
wanted to include these heroes in this story. So now you've got to some stuff that would have been approached differently depending on your choices have now just been handled by another one of your groups, and
By another
it'll all
adventuring
come.
party.
Yeah, and now it'll all come together at this point. At least that's in my mind. That's how that's gonna work. But
Yeah,
I'm
no,
really
that makes
excited.
sense.
I'm really excited for it.
I'm just
Go
I'm
ahead.
just wondering, like, when. The when is what's going to get me. And it doesn't matter when,
Yeah.
too, because you want to know the beautiful thing about Avernus? Time doesn't matter. This could happen at any time, and we'll
Yeah.
have to accept it. And that's going to be the beauty of it.
So we are
So-
now all level 13,
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
I actually just did that level up.
and between the rest, I assume that I've cured the poison within.
Yeah, you guys are all good.
Yeah.
During the
the
travel
condition-
and everything, all that stuff's gone. Those things were just there to torment you while you were running through that prison fortress. thing. All right, so
Okay.
that'll do it for our game today. This is our bi-weekly Dungeons and Dragons Descent into Avernus. If you're just now joining or you missed a few episodes early on, I took our our players two different groups and tried to include them in different aspects of this campaign. This will be the last
Which is
time.
very fun.
Yeah, this will be the last time that they play the Azure Crows until a very pivotal part in the story for their main characters, which I think are, what are you guys, level 8, level 9? What level are you now?
8.
Eight.
So you guys got a little bit ways to go, but it's not too far. And I do have something really cool planned for that moment when the companion, is broken and all that golden light goes everywhere. It was really hard not to want to tell everyone about it.
I can imagine.
I was talking my wife's ear off about it earlier. Wow,
Talk to Jeff Stevens.
She had no shits to give. She's like,
Talk to Jeff Stevens.
look at my field and see that it is barren and it's filled with the fucks that I don't give or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever that spiel is. But anyways,
Uh-huh.
so I'm really excited for this. With next time we come back, we'll be back with the Crimson Exiles. So before we close out, why don't you guys go around the table and tell us who you played today and what do you like about
Favorite
Descent into
moments.
Avernus? Yeah, start with Matt.
My name is Matthew, and I've played Garmor, a moon druid. This was very interesting to do in terms of going back and forth between our different characters and our different groups and such. And then I was so scared that something bad was going to happen with the fact that both our characters are in Avernus. Because after the stuff I saw on Critical Role, because they went to hell for a couple episodes, like the second layer, in fact,
There's some bad
and I was a little
shit.
terrified. I was a little terrified of what was going to
But
happen.
it hasn't been that bad, right?
Really, in all actuality, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, someone almost died, and we were knocked out a couple times, but these guys, Asher Crows, yeah,
They got it.
Yeah, we got this.
they're fine. They're the pros,
For shizzle.
if we want to say that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, if the Azure Girls are the pros, the universe is so doomed.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Wow.
That's funny. All right, Austin.
Hey guys, I'm Austin. I'm a co-host at Crit Academy. I was playing Raven the Crow. He's an assassin rogue, and my favorite part of this was giving Thavius Krieg PTSD.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm glad
honestly-
you caught on to that. I really am.
I mean, that was.
I was
I didn't
worried I
really
wouldn't
know
be
what to
able
do
to
once we.
portray that.
Yeah, well, what I was worried about was that even though we like locked him up and did all that work, he wasn't gonna say anything, and that's kind of what I was afraid of. But after he started saying like he's like I don't want to go back, I don't want to be jailed again, it made sense too. So I was like, oh, this is totally the working idea. I'm glad it all worked out this way because it wasn't me being just galaxy brain and thinking all this. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then after he like mind wiped Joram and then
Oh my
sent me into
God.
blindness, I was like, what? I expected a frail old glob monster, not powerful being from the Nine Hells.
Yeah.
So definitely caught me
I
off
mean,
guard.
he
I definitely
was
didn't
given
expect
that power by Zariel herself.
I don't expect a devil to give people powers like that.
That's how their whole
So
hierarchy works, man.
Yeah, but like I don't expect him to get it because he had already all this status anyway. I imagine like he was gonna be like stripped of it and like that was gonna turn him into like this weaker,
Lemure.
which I guess it did anyway. That's how come his mind was so
I
breakable.
consider such arrangements of devils with people be given such power an OP version of warlocks and their patrons.
That's a good way to do
Kinda,
it.
yeah.
All right, Ian.
Definitely cool.
Once again, I'm Ian, co-host for Crit Academy, and I would say that one of my favorite moments was, once again, convincing Juanita to cooperate.
Always a good time.
Good time.
Good time. I always think it's funny because I'm always waiting for the moment you forget to ask and her just refuse. But you always remember.
Hey man, bag of scolding, gotta remember.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you only got scolded once, and then you're like, oh, I will never treat you badly again, or something like that. But
7th level, boys. 7th level spell.
all right.
for you. I got imposter.
Once
I
again,
can just talk better.
I am your dungeon master today, Total Dumas. I am the host of the Dungeons and Dragons Crit Academy podcast. You can check us out live every Sunday at 7 p.m. EDT or GMT -4, I guess.
Mhm.
Please join us. We love having guests, people, followers, all you people watching. It always makes our show better to have live feed and live comments and everything. Our show is designed to provide guidance and inspiration to both players and DMs. So come and check us out. We got lots of good stuff for you. At the very least, you can be entered to win fat loots and stuff. So I
For sure.
think that'll do it for our show today. Keep your blades sharp and spells prepared, heroes. See you guys later.